I said I was gonna try to do a live stream either this weekend or next week, but I try to make myself have just a quick hour to come out here, do a quick video. I had a chance to watch some of the videos back. It's been kind of pushing me to just do another one. Um, I released some of the old content from when I first started. I actually been watching those back. And just seeing, just the passion back then, or the desire. So some of it's been really encouraging me. Just seeing the scripture and stuff like that. What's good? Good morning, Janelle. Hey, what's going on, William? How you doing? Can you hear me right? Let's see. Travel Farm Nia is in the building. Oi, Tribs. Nita ask. Oh, is how you doing, Miss Nita? Let's see. What happened to Nita's cooking? Oh yeah, I remember. Look, Sabah. The reason I started putting up old content was for you. So I just want you to know I have been putting some old content up when I first got started. And I actually been watching them back too, you know what I mean? And what I think I'm gonna do is as I'm watching them and I'm meeting people, remembering certain people when I met them, I'm gonna make a playlist just for that. So hopefully, what I'm saying, you guys can find you guys in the content, but I ain't gonna say it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be a lot of content to go through. So thanks, bro. I'll watch it too. Also, lights. Nita, yes, Will. Okay, thank you, Miss Nita. So what's going on, William? Man, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for joining. Let's see, what happened to all of you? I'm in pieces. I'm in pieces. But I'm hanging together, you know what I'm saying? I got a little duct tape. Yeah, I kind of enjoy just, coming outside doing the live stream, you know what I mean? Just, it's peaceful. Just to see the sun rise and, it be feeling good outside. There go my man Bird right there. What's going on with you, Bird? Bird, you funny. I, wa- I watched the other live stream that you was on. Boy, that joke was funny to me. I said, Bird, they still eyeing your Samsung in the slums? That joke had me weak. I was dead. I missed the comment. Yeah, Bird, you remember Miss Nita? Yeah, man, and William, you remember William? Thank y'all. I appreciate it. When are you going? Everyone is gone like effed up. Uh, well, I don't know how to respond to that. Let's see. Only my live. Let's see. What up, Will? Yeah, so, I actually been putting my old content up, watching it, and it's actually just been, just showing me what I was on when I first came out, trying to get a start. Let's see, Arcams. Why do you look like a bat? Like a bed? I don't know what you mean, bro. But we was gonna get you the mod, but we gonna slow down on that. You know what I mean? Like we ain't just gonna be handing out mods like candy these days. Let's see, our cams. Hello. And then I don't have my other phone either, so I can see, who's coming in or what. But I still welcome you to the live stream. I like to make the video, so I can watch it back, and I enjoy just, hanging out with the people, if you come through. I want to say what's up. And I guess I was moving forward what I was saying, just trying to come out here and continuously make a video. And I feel like, it's been working for me. All I'm going to do is make a video, add it to the playlist. You know, I'm trying to do some reconstruction of my channel, you know what I mean, to make it attractive and make it look like at least something like somebody here. Like I know it got spider webs and dust everywhere, but I'm just, working it in when I got time, and I felt like I had a little bit of time today to just come out and make the video. So I felt like I was gonna do it early though, I ain't wanna wait till later. I got some family in town, and you know, tomorrow's my dad's birthday, so you know, we'll be trying to bless him, you know, with a good birthday. And he don't watch my live stream, so I can actually say what we got planned for him. But he'll be 85 tomorrow, bro. That's a bot, bro. Zero videos, weird comments. Oh yeah. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect to always get the love. I don't expect to never get trolled, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect, you know, for somebody out there to just feel negative, to just bust in the live stream and try to take the vibe, you know, but that's just how people are. Let's see. So Nita Cooking Show, how you been? You know, it's good to see you. I know that you used to join the live stream before, you know what I mean, when you was going through some things, but being here made you feel good to be around the people. You know, you used to come up in here and be able to be yourself, you know. When I'm live, it's nothing trip, no Will, no Bird. Oh Lord. They be busy, you know what I mean? And I only been live a couple times, and they don't always be here. They just pop in, they show their support, and they, you know, go about what they got to do in life. So I don't think they doing it on purpose, neither. That's funny. I'm trying to catch y'all comments, so if I don't read it, I probably missed it because I gotta keep touching the screen, and I don't want to keep touching the screen because I'm gonna mess up the way the phone is propped up. Where did you go, brother? I went in a little hole in the wall, just a little hole in the ground, you know what I mean? Just so I could hibernate, you know, try to create something new for myself, you know, this is a new life, you know. I got little time to lie. We say Ling Song Soon TV's in the house. What's going on with you, bro? Oh, that's my man's over at the Y. Yeah. Let's see everyone like run away. Yeah, but you know, everybody got lives, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people took the time, you know what I mean, just to go and take care of what they had to take care of in life, you know, and I'm one of them people, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on, and I gotta make sure that I get my stuff in order, you know, and try to keep a positive vibe, you know. You know, sometimes, you know, and that's what I'm learning right now, just from watching my old live streams. Like, I was in there by myself, just trying to entertain myself, just trying to keep myself, you know what I mean, just engaged with not having nobody in my live streams and stuff like that. Like, I could tell you, you know, like, my old videos is making, I feel like it's making me stronger because I'm seeing myself. You know what I mean? Like, if it ain't for nobody else, it's for me. You know, shout out to my man, Fishing Time, let's go. Are you rewatching? I sure am. I'm rewatching everything I make, but I start putting up my old videos from when I first started, so I'm gonna go through them slow, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep them up in there probably a couple weeks or whatever to go. My man J-Dog, one party read, hold on the chat, going fast. Jack is in the house. I ain't wanna miss you, I seen you. There you go. I would pin it, J-Dog, but man, I'm struggling out here. I got one phone. Bird, I have Banu, but okay, she talking to Bird, I can miss that. Eds is in the house. What's up, Eds? Look, how your sister doing? Ends. Boy, I knew families and everything out here, I'm telling you. Tell your sister I said, what's up? I'm telling your sister support me too. Look, that's Atlas people. She got some friends. Doug, the guitarist, is in the house. Canada's in the building. What's going on with you, Doug? Doug, it's gonna always be Doug the guitarist for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like that's the original name. You know, and the pageant. Listen, I'm in the Philippines trip. What? You went back to the Philippines? You living there or you just visiting? Cause from what I understand, I think you was staying like it was in the States. I know you was out here. Let's see, the McGriffin Files is in the house. Is that right? Yeah, the McGriffin Files. Shout out to him. I'm believing that's my man, Dick McGriffin. Rosalie Green Blogs is in the house. What's going on, Rosalie? Look, you gonna sing a song for everybody? Let me know. Let's see, they wanted to snatch my Samsung in the Philippines. Man, y'all got 10 people up in here, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all really, inspiring me. Like you like giving me passion. You know what I mean? Like I feel like y'all energy is transferable, and it's transferring to me. You know what I mean? Like it's making me stronger. And then I'm being able to watch my old videos and see some stuff. You know what I mean? Just in myself. Like I just came out there just not afraid to do it, just do it. You know what I mean? And the thing about it, I was so shy, and I'm shy now, and that's the part of it that makes it fun is because I'm so shy, but when y'all talk to me, I talk back, if I get your comment, I get your comment, but, it just feels good to be out here and get this rush again, like staying on my toes and making myself speak, like I really ain't had a lot to say, and I still ain't got a lot to say, but when I watch the video back, what I mean, I look at how it make me happy. I look at how it make me smile. I look at how, what I mean, just interaction, with the people, what I mean? And then it feel like I'm watching my own self. I'm watching my own television show, what I mean? And that's how it always felt to me, what I mean? Like I can get out there, be a cat, so I can get out there, be as silly as I want, be, as happy I want, excited I want, what I mean? I stutter, I got broken language, I speak with the art, I'm hearing myself from back then, and it's encouraging me because I'm looking at the passion I have for Christ, the passion I have for Jesus, what I mean? Like, I always said, everybody ain't gonna tend to me, everybody ain't gonna like me, you know what I mean? But there's gonna be somebody out there that they might can hear what I'm saying, they might can see what I'm doing, you know what I mean? And if it helps them out, you know what I mean? It blesses me. But in the end, I, I'm making this content to bless myself. Like, this made me strong. This made me feel good. I'm telling you, God bless you, brother. Thank you, Rosalie. I appreciate you being in the house, you know what I mean? Because you was somebody that used to always come through, and I just appreciate you, I didn't know how to get out here in the public eye and talk to the people. I'm like, I'm shy, I'm nervous. I really ain't got a lot to say. I'm not opinionated. It's a lot of stuff I used to care about that I just don't care about it no more. You know what I mean? And it's not to have a wicked heart, you know what I mean, or take anything from anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just at a point right now where the old content that I made so quick that I didn't get a chance to watch it at the time because I was making so much content. I used to watch it when I first started. So now to go back and actually have the time to just watch it, I'm actually able to just sit and just enjoy, the fruits of my labor. I said something. That's all that matters is as long as I said something and one person heard it, you know what I mean? And I could win that soul for God or win my soul in the end, you know what I'm saying? Like it made me feel good, because God is involved, and I feel a lot of people need that right now. I ain't the only one. And I really ain't had a lot to say. I've been real silent. Not that I'm biting my tongue, or even that cat got my tongue. You know what I mean? I closed off. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to do when you out here with an audience, you know what I'm saying? Where you have to be yourself, you know what I mean? And then people ask you stuff, or, and people know stuff about you, or people heard stuff about you, and it's like, ain't nobody gonna know about that until that person walking in them shoes. And I'm like, I ain't asking nobody to walk in my shoes. You know what I mean? I'm just strolling. Let me stroll. You know what I mean? I ain't bothering nobody, never have. You know what I mean? trying to create something for myself to watch, you know, and if I can just go back and look at what I documented, you know what I mean, it entertained me because a lot of these people ain't entertaining me these days. Like I ain't found nobody I actually am interested in to just listen and watch, you know what I mean, and sit there and have to be there, you know what I mean, and I'm not even saying that that's what it is these days with podcasters or content creators in general. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not entertained by a lot. You know what I mean? But to sit and watch myself, it entertained me. So, you know, I wanted to make sure I get me a video. I'm only 15 minutes in. I plan to try to be here for an hour. I want to interact with the people. You know, it felt good to see people just dropping in, dropping out. Peace and love from Japan. Japan is in the building, and I appreciate you being here. Yo, this is me getting back used to talking again, speaking again, you know what I'm saying, interacting again, checking the temperature, see who rock with me, you know what I'm saying, who gonna rock with Nell, you know what I'm saying, don't nobody throw the hammers in the chat, I ain't seen nobody throw a hammer, you know what I'm saying they rock with Nell, I ain't seen no hundreds in the chat, ain't nobody, you know, speaking no truth, you know what I mean, the fires ain't burning, you know, like, I wanna be that. That's who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to throw the hammer. I'm telling you, I like looking at my old stuff to get old ideas, old concepts, you know, stuff that I created back then, like I'll bring it back, you know, it's art to me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't do it like everybody else, and I appreciate that. Yeah, William, because you used to throw the hammer, like I don't know. Yo, I gotta get my people back on their feet. Like, William, I see you a little slow, you know what I mean, in the chat. Like, what's taking you so long? Like, no, Doug, you gonna throw one too? You know what I'm saying? That's what I love, you know, like this ain't planned, this ain't scripted, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can write what we create, you know, that's what I love. Me just being myself, you know, and I felt like, you know, I ain't really been myself, you know, like this is me, you know, I get it, you know what I mean? Like going back in the day, like, yo, I'm telling you, if you got some old content, check it out. You know, especially if you ain't seen it in a while. And see, a lot of y'all be making content, y'all don't go back and watch y'all stuff, you know what I mean? But you gotta see what you're putting out there to the people. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some of my videos, I done did some corny stuff, I done did some real silly stuff, like it didn't make sense and everything. But I get the concept of what it was doing. Look, hanging with the homies. That's the way you looking at it, Jack? You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I used to do my content though. Like we just sitting at the park, like one of my homeboys over there sitting on the power box. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like we in the neighborhood. That's how I used to feel. Little mad dog and old English. Look. I still hit my water bottle like I'm drinking out the 40. Some old English, you feel me? What you say, Mr. Fisher? Listen, to be honest, I forgot about the hammer and the honey. Like Mr. Fisher, see, I'm about my. I think it's like my first 100 videos. I just put them up. My first 100 videos. So, I think Mr. Fisher, and I think you're in like the 500 or 600 range. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna put that video up, and I'm gonna save it to like a playlist. You know what I mean? With meeting all the people. You know what I mean? Just because I remember some, but it's gonna help me remember. It'll help my channel. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gotta get out here every day. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff people didn't even know I did. You know what I mean? Like I was out here just trying to make a video, just video after video, and I'm glad I did that because I had the time then, where I don't have the time now. But because people didn't really watch that stuff, I still got it. You know what I mean? So, you know, just to post the videos back to my channel, you know what I mean? People can actually come over and watch those and stuff like that, and then it give me a chance to kind of go back. You know what I mean? And it's moving really quick, but I'm not gonna keep the video in that area. I mean, in that area for long. Like I'm gonna go to the next set of videos. You know what I mean? So I can hurry up and get to my first 1,000 videos, you know what I mean? Because then people can actually find themselves, you know what I mean? So it's just the things I was thinking, some of the stuff I might have said and it might have got done. Shout out to Angeline. Wait, how do you say Angeline? Angeline. Angeline Cortez is in the house. There you go. You know what I mean? Like, she changed the name though, but shout out to you, Angeline. You know, she hooked me up. I mean, she hit me up too, you know, just over the break, you know what I mean? Just to ask how I was doing and say hello. You know what I mean? Her and William, you know what I'm saying? I'll shout them out both. But I want to say, Angeline didn't used to like me, you know what I mean? When I first got out here. Let's tell the truth. She didn't really like me. Oh my God, William, I thought y'all see each other all the time in the neighborhood. But Angelina used to didn't like me, you know what I mean? And then, you know, she ended up giving me a chance, you know what I mean? Just to see the type of person I was. Like, she seen how people, you know, all her friends was my friends. she had to give in, you know what I mean? But she's about the love, you know what I mean? And I thank you, Angeline, just for showing up, you know. DA, what up, fam? What's cracking with you? What's cracking with you? Thanks for joining the live stream, man. I got stuff flying around me and everything. I'm out here with the insects, but I felt like it ain't gonna bother me, man. Hold on, give me a second. I just like this flies just keep flying around me, like bothering me, man. See, it's all in my ear and stuff, and I ain't want to be on the live stream fighting this fly. That's why I got to get myself together, you know what I mean? Because actually, once I get my live stream going and my production right, you know what I mean, then I actually be able to do more in a day, you know what I mean? Because I'll be able to open up that time. But man, just to see the people that I don't want to be talking and something flying in my mouth. So serious. Y'all better not be laughing at me neither on the video. Like, if you run this back, you know what I mean? Like, let me live. It sucks. It's all in my ear and stuff, man. Like, they gonna leave. That's cool, man. People leaving, you know what I mean? And I just gotta say, you know, I appreciate y'all coming by. You know, I can't expect people to stay the whole time, you know what I mean? Just to be able to check in and say what's up is enough for me. I'm trying to come out here on a regular basis, but I was gonna take y'all somewhere yesterday, but I don't have the energy like I used to have, you know what I mean? I don't think the desire is there like I used to be there, you know what I mean? Would you ever eat grasshopper? It depends the circumstance, to be honest with you, you know, because 1 year out here in Vegas, boy, it was infested with grasshoppers everywhere. It felt like a plague, like God sent the plague. And I'm gonna tell you, it changed my thought. Listen, is that your backyard? No, this is where I did my live stream last time, and it just was a comfortable spot, you know what I mean? It's at a park, you know, and last time I did it here, Bird, he was funny, and Michelle, let's see, that is a buffet in some countries. The grasshopper? You see, I haven't had the opportunity to just like eat anything, you know what I mean? Like I said, it depends on the circumstance, you know what I mean? Like that's why I ain't want to say, ugh, like, nah, you know, I ain't want to be like really, you know, disrespectful about it just because, you know, it could be a situation like that, you know what I mean? So am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? And I don't want to talk about their customs and what they choose to eat, but I just don't choose to eat something like that. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, but let me see how it's cooked, what it look like, and how you eat it. You know what I mean? And we'll see. Oh man. Yo, where Angelina and William go? Is y'all still here? Let me know. Just because I'm like, damn, they didn't cut out. Bird, you still up in the building? Like, shucks. Y'all don't say bye no more. Like, you check in, you gotta check out. You know what I mean? At least say you finna go. Okay, yeah, William. I'm like, man, can y'all see me on the live stream? Cause I think this kind of did this before. Like, my phone is going dark. And one of the friends up in here last time told me it's a True Tone or something like that in the settings. I actually went back and changed it. And then, you know what I mean? Hey, do y'all watch videos back with the chat going? Like, you know, you can actually see the chat again. You know what I mean? I just want to put that out there for people that do watch the videos. And then I got old videos up that I just put up. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, when I make a video, I go back and watch it. And like the last video, I watched it like 3 times. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched it like 3 times. And I can honestly say that's me right there. That's really how I feel. You know what I mean? And I say that because I had a chance to actually listen. You know what I mean? And just getting into my rhythm and my pattern, like I think that's the guide. You know what I mean? That I want to try to emulate, and I want to try to keep doing what he was talking about. You know what I mean? Like he seemed a little more just mature. You know what I mean? He seemed a little more honest. He seemed a little more, just real, you know what I mean? And I want to be a real one. I don't want to be, fake and don't seem like I'm authentic. You know what I mean? Like I have my own opinion about things, and I just want to make sure. JH556, hey, good to see you. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been hoping you come back because I was saying to myself, I think when I first seen you, I said, hey, Jessica, and I think I was thinking to myself later, like, I think her name is Heather. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to correct myself. You know what I mean? Just because, and then I started to say, well, where did you get Jessica from? And I was thinking, I want to say what's up to my man AB. I want to say, I was thinking, where did I get Jessica from? And I was thinking, it's because the J right there at the beginning of your name, that made me think Jessica, you know what I mean? And then, I ain't quick on my toes right now, you know what I mean? But I was thinking, dang, she probably think, I don't even know her name, you know what I mean? But you didn't try to correct me, like, my name's Heather, not Jessica. But I don't know for sure is what I'm saying. What's cracking with you, AB? Yo, I put them old videos up when I first got started. Look, J is H is Heather. Oh, you sound like the Black Israelite camps. They be out here talking about it was no J back in those days. How do you serve Jesus? There wasn't no J. Oh my God, I heard that joke forever out here in these streets. I'm just keeping it real. Man, but like I was saying, man, just to go back, and watch my old videos, before I had an audience, and seeing some of the stuff I was doing before, people would even come by, you know what I mean, and then seeing certain people like, yo, AB, I'm actually going. I think I met you before I met Mr. Fishing, but I met y'all around the same time. And I feel like you around the 500 or 600 videos too. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting ready to start going through the videos. You know what I mean? And just putting them out in my playlist again. Just because I'm trying to find my peoples. You know what I mean? When I find them, I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna put it with all the other videos, and I'm trying to, you know what I mean? But that give me something to do just to keep my channel operational, you know what I mean? And make it look like a network. Like if I could just, I got a lot of videos, I really do. What she say? She say, sorry, my phone corrects things. It shouldn't look like that. Well, we'll say at the gym on the treadmill. I'm gonna keep it real with you on that treadmill, boy. Hell no. I done seen some people get beat down on that treadmill. I was like, nah, I'm good. To be honest with you, I can't sit up there and just run anyway. Just on a machine, like, you know what I mean? I could do the bike, you know, I could sit down, do the bike, you know, chill. I used to do the elliptical, you know what I mean? But after my back surgery, I don't do it, but boy, that treadmill, boy, you got to get out there and speed burn. Thor Hero, are we supposed to start calling him Thor Hero though? You know what I mean? Just because, you know, like, AB, that's how you want me to do it? Cause you know what I mean? Like, I ain't used to Thor, but you know, if you change your name on GP, you really want to be called Thor, I got you, you know, just because, like, you want me to keep that, you know what I mean, on the low, like, you know what I mean, like, it's kind of AB, but you know what I'm saying, I'm Thor, you let me know. I'm 30 minutes in, man. I just needed to get a video, you know. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I tried to watch these things back now, you know what I mean, and just enjoy the content that I'm making. Cause it ain't a lot of content creators that I actually enjoy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. During the Diddy, AB is fine. Okay, cool. So during the Diddy trial, like there's some content creators I was watching, and I still watch them. But see, now the Diddy trial is almost over, so now it's like they fading away. Like what are we gonna do next after the Diddy trial and stuff like that? But I just want to shout these out of people. They're bigger content creators that you can actually check out, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna actually be honest with you, like, just give me something to talk about as well. The dude that is actually killing it right now as a big YouTuber and got everybody's attention when it comes to the Diddy trial, and he's actually there covering it inside the Diddy trial, but he has, every video he's done from the first day that it started, and he has given you just a great vision of everything going on in the courtroom and everything that is actually being read. And I could tell you, Armand Wiggins, if you ain't had a chance to check him out, and he's funny too. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, every content creator does something different. But I'm just saying the way he covered the case was funny, and he was getting like 20-some people in his live stream, 20,000 people in his live stream. You know what I mean? So if you never heard of Armand Wiggins, check him out. Check out what she said. I don't watch that trial. Me neither. You know what I mean? I kind of got away from it, you know what I mean? But it's a big distraction and everything. But the content creators I was watching, these are channels of people that actually create content. It ain't just the Diddy stuff. Like, they just regular people, you know what I mean? They YouTubers. So it's like me paying homage to these YouTubers, these big YouTubers. But check out Armand Wiggins, check out Denot. Like, Denot is funny to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what funny is no more. You know, like, I really don't know comedians. I really don't know like famous actors that are funny to me. Like, I don't know who I would actually just go and watch on stage. Like, I don't know. Like, nothing is really funny to me. You know what I mean? So I just want to make that clear. But check out The Knot. You know what I mean? Like, just because, you know, he's very outspoken. Dude speak his mind. Like, he don't care. You know what I mean? And he's like a viral sensation. Like, people just be trying to do videos with him because they know he can go viral and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, sometimes I be in their chat, I'm in the background. Like, I don't really speak in their chat or nothing like that. Like, I watch it like television. But these are some of the dudes I be watching. My man Ratchet TV, I watch Ratchet TV, and he covered different cases and stuff like that too. But he got a big audience, and actually, I'm a part of his Discord, and I could actually go over there. I think they would know me, but they wouldn't know me from the Tribulation Kidz. Shout out to Michelle being in the house. Yo. I see you. Good morning. But these are just people, you know what I mean, that I actually been watching. I watch Uda on Go. I like his vision. I like how he act. I want to make a correction of one of the YouTubers I was talking about with the Diddy trial before, and I said I think his name is like Farmer Tube YouTuber Farmer, like, I don't know, but anyway, his name is actually FamerTube. You know what I mean, FamerTube, and dude is different. Like, man, I feel like I can make videos about him every day, all day. and just tell him about himself, you know what I mean? And just to start something, but I wouldn't do that, you know what I mean? That ain't the type of person I am. But he looks like DJ Academics, and then he out here calling himself Big Act, you know what I mean? Like, be yourself, create your own. He taking DJ Academics' name, and then I guess DJ Academics is about to come to the trial, and he gonna face him, and there's just some extra stuff. But anyway, let me see what she said. She say, I follow a channel called Save a Fox, and now they're saying she's unsliced her and not adding up to hope her father pushes the investigation. I follow Macaulay, and for years, not adding up. See, now these is channels I actually watch like on my other profile, my DNow profile. Like I get out here with a whole nother name, you know what I mean, that's not affiliated. Sing, my sunshine, my only subscribe LeBron James. LeBron James. Sing you, my sunshine, my only sunshine, LeBron James. Sabah. They got you saying unalive too. Oh, Lord have mercy. JH556. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's something that started on YouTube. I try not to follow it. Like, the only reason why they don't say like killed, or I mean, they say unalive is because they don't say killed, or they don't say murdered, or you know what I'm saying? I'm using these words. I know I'm not monetized and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm saying these words, you know, and they that unalive, like I just feel like that is bad English. Like, that's a trend. Like, people trying to get us out here speaking wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, the unalive thing, she was unalived, he was unalived. Something about that. Look, how you been following the Diddy trial? I haven't heard much about it besides the drugs and baby oil. I wish it was televised. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I do wish it was televised too. You know, Tisha Tells is still out there. I used to say that on my old streams, like when it first started. Like, I was listening to Tisha Tells. And they say she out here lying and some more stuff, you know what I mean? And these content creators been actually going out there staying for like a whole 2 months, it seems like, you know what I mean? Like, they've been living out there in New York. And man, they look like they ready to go home, you know, and some of them did go home. You know, and I can understand that as a content creator. They like, man, I can't just sit out here on the go, because most of them are really like turning into like reporters and stuff like that. You know, but it's a lot of them I be actually watching that have communities of people. Like, there's an audience out there, and I'm talking about this audience is about 1,000 people that actually go to these different channels that you can actually see floating around in the same channel that you may be watching of somebody else. You know what I mean? But see, it was always like that for me on YouTube on that other profile. Because that's the profile where you can get all the good information. This Tribulation profile, it's just like the people that I've connected with from other channels, you know what I mean? Or have come to my channel, connected, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different side of YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people understand that. There's another side of YouTube. It's way bigger, way broader. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk about stuff, you know what I mean? And I actually joined Ratchet TV Discord, you know what I mean? And Ratchet TV is actually a cool dude. He from Texas, you know what I mean? And a lot of people out here don't like him and stuff like that. But the type of work that he does, like, he cover these trials, and sometimes like he go deep into some of the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know, but it's just inspiring for me, because I remember him and other content creators like AK-47 or Kev University, you know, Kev Rowe, Coffee and Kush. You know, these are different content creators I used to watch that are still doing it. Like, they've been doing it for 8, 9 years, you know what I mean? And it just, let's see. No way people still talk about Diddy. I mean, shucks, if you get oiled up, you know what I mean, shucks, you might learn something from Diddy. I don't know. Diddy gonna mess around and walk free though, I'll tell you that. I think Diddy is innocent. Oh, shucks. He had girls reserving invitation to his parties. I think Diddy getting threatened because he has ties to other people who are doing bad things. Ratchet TV sounds entertaining. I'll have to check it out later. Well, I'm just saying, these are just bigger content creators. I just kind of keep up with what's going on. You know what I mean? Because it's a Diddy sector. Like once you start like going to Diddy live chats and stuff like that, then they'll start putting stuff on your timeline that are Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So when they go on, these people go on live and stuff. You know what I mean? Restream is a good streaming service. Yo, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna ask you the other day, like, cause I remember Melon or something like that we was talking about, but the Restream, it was something I seen on it before when I had left. You know what I mean? That I was like, I think I'll do that instead. But I was just stream y'all all day. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of another content creator. Like I just peek in. Like I don't really watch a lot, but I started getting into like the Mo3 sector. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even really know who Mo3 was. You know what I mean? But I think it's because like Ratchet, he covered it. You know what I'm saying? And it opened me up to other content creators. You know what I mean? Out of Texas, to be honest with you. I was never one like watching like No Jumper and stuff. Pyongyang mama in Japan is in the house. Look, there she go. How you doing? I used to want to do a record with you. I ain't gonna never forget you. Look, she the one that helped me with my art, my graphics at the time, and she good people. That's my friend Daisy friend, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you stopping by. That's good peoples right there. Michelle, I'm trying to get back to your message. I seen you draw something. Say, hey, man, okay, she's speaking. See, I'm so slow, man, with this. Look, I'm happy to see you. How you doing? You staying out of trouble? You still rapping and singing? Look, hello, Michelle. So I'm 6 people in the house, 42 minutes in. I wanted to just give me a video. I watch this stuff. I ain't gonna lie. And that's a good friend of mine right there, you know what I mean? Because I really believe in her, you know what I mean? And I wanted to do a record with her, I just want to say that, you know what I mean? Like I hope y'all happy, you know what I mean? You doing, what makes you happy? Like she got good art on her channel, like she make good videos, like she just good peoples. Yeah, still rapping. Yeah, you know what I mean? See, I got a couple of rappers out here. But, because she speak Tagalog, you know what I mean? I felt like, I wanted to do that record. Like, what's the record? What's the record? Is it silly? Is it Stupid. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that over. I wanted to do it with her. Look, I hope you happy too. Thank you, Angelina. I appreciate you, Angelina Cortez. Like that's big to me. You know what I mean? That y'all still remember me. I'm glad. Yeah, Stupid Love. That's the one. I'm glad y'all remember me. And then I know y'all getting the nosebleed. You know what I mean? And y'all coming by and y'all still hanging out. And that's the thing. Like we used to smile, we used to laugh. There's another one of your friends out there in Japan. She gotta check in. I gotta see her name. Miracle. Yo, tell her I asked about her. That's my friend right there. Let's see. You at the park again? Homeless people hang around the shelter houses area. I hope. Michelle. I feel like that too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm homeless with the live stream. Like, I ain't really got a place to go. I need to go somewhere where it's quiet. So I just create a little area that I can make my lab just really quick, you know what I mean? Since I ain't gotta have a whole bunch of equipment right now. But it's just, I'm missing a couple of these comments. You can stream all platforms at once. I mean, I was able to do that on the StreamYards too. Um, I'm gonna get out here. I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to live stream, But right now, for me to be able to just go back and watch my old content that I've been seeing. Brennan Kim Young is in the house. Hello, BFF and everyone. How you doing, Brennan? Like, I appreciate you. Look, Brennan been following me out there on Facebook. I see you. Bird been following me on Facebook. I had Mr. Gilmore, Steve Gilmore, check in on my Facebook. It felt good to be on Facebook, where I don't really have any audience from YouTube and have some of my YouTube friends actually on my live stream. Anna Lynn did it too. Mom Channel, she did it. She was out there too. But yeah, I'm 45 minutes in. I figured I gotta get out here and try to, just see who gonna check in. Hopefully, I get some people here, and it's some people here that's really actually showing the love. I miss y'all. I love y'all. I like to say it just, individually, but to say it all at once, what I mean? Like, each one of us got a different friendship, different relationship. And, I appreciate y'all still supporting me. I was gonna hang it up, just to try to get on with life, when you get to an age where it's like you retiring, from doing this, and it's like I'm at my prime, just still doing, what makes me happy, just to come out here and just live live on the live, I've always liked it, from every video I've ever done, I just got on and I just appreciated the live stream. So when I watch my old videos, it's like I see myself being silly. I see myself just being free, to just try anything, or talk about anything. And it was just me entertaining myself, and when I watch the video back now, the new stuff, the recent stuff, it just inspires me to push because, I love watching myself, I love seeing certain things about me or hearing me say certain things or the way I said it, or, just coming across to get my point across, I'm starting to get, my channel back going and being operational where people will come check it out, And I know I got to do some work to it. So I'm trying, but it's going to be slow and easy. It's going to be a process, just to gain some progress, but, no struggle, no progress, just trying to keep my head up, not worry about the things that hold me down, the things that shake my table, or get me upset. Like, I had some stuff happen to me as of lately to just try to push my buttons, try to test me, to get upset, and just to see how I shook it off, like, I ain't ready to be upset with you, I ain't got no reason to. So that felt good to get past that, and just start my day fresh today, like, I wasn't in the wrong, I'm in the clear, and that's the thing, like, I ain't got time to be hating, I ain't got time to be doing nothing that's gonna tear somebody else down. Like, I need to lift people up, Like, I'm one of the people need to be lifted up, so it feel good to, just get back out here and make my videos the way I used to do. All I had to do was go and talk, make my own television. This is homemade television, Trip TV, Do you need help for watch hours? I can help you for playing. Well, I do. I don't want to ask anybody for anything, but, I know some friends out here that will do some stuff for my channel. Like, some people I ain't even got to ask. They just know who I am. They know how we going to get down. They know some ropes out here. So, Angeline, I appreciate it. And what's my friend, Love Kicks, like, holla at her, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I know some people out here. Like, where my friend McKay at? Where Daylene at? You know what I mean? Like, I need some of my folks. Novi, where you at? I just be trying not to say nothing. You know what I mean? But I know. You know what I mean? Like, yo. it's a family out here. We got some friends, you know. Brennan Lynn, you know too. Look, you know somebody. Look, Brennan Lynn will run some stuff too, and that's the thing. Like I know y'all would check out the content. You'll check out the old content, but as I'm putting up the old content, you're gonna find yourself in it. You know what I mean? It just depends when I release it. You know what I mean? But I'm releasing it as I watch it, so I'm actually almost caught up to where I just posted, you know what I mean? So I'll probably just like smooth move on from there, you know, and get to the social media plug, you know, but it is mostly just me just doing videos and ain't nobody in there, you know what I mean? I'm just up in there just being silly, being myself. And then you'll see people start joining me, but you'll see certain people that you'll see later on at the beginning and then in the middle. You're gonna see people that you see now you didn't know, you know what I mean, that person been around as long as they have or haven't, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna put all these videos together so if I remember you, if I know you, if you ever been here to my live stream, you know what I mean, we're gonna find you in the content. That's why I say it's the people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm able to get this done because of y'all, you know, and I know I got some new subscribers, you know what I mean, just from the videos I've been doing on Facebook. And I know there's some friends that I just haven't seen in a while. They say, Jesus Christ is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Come on, say that. Say that. Say that. And every knee gonna bow. Say that. Cause look, you like my old content. Like if you see the stuff I just put up, it'd be from like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like check it out. You know, like it's certain things I was doing to kind of keep me entertained, keep me engaged. You know what I mean? I used to always feel like if don't nobody watch it, if somebody out there going through something, struggling with something, it can make them smile. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever going through anything, you need to come out here and do live streams. Like, I'm telling you, it's therapy. I've been doing it with therapy from day one. You know what I mean? Just to come out here and speak your mind, you know, speak with the art, speak from the heart, you know what I mean? Be yourself. Like, don't change who you are, how you are. Be yourself. Shout out to Jesus. But he came up in here and changed the vibe. And I want to say, Paul, like, you look familiar, but at the same time, you ain't highlighted, so I don't know. So, but I do got a couple Pauls, you know, like my man Paul Wagner, you know what I mean? He over here subscribed. Shout out to Annalyn Elder Ross. Look, she in the house. BFF, how are you? I'm good. I'm straight. Thank you for joining. We got 17 people in the building, 22 likes. I appreciate the likes, you guys. We might get some people up in here right at the end, though, because, look, I ain't going to be here long. I just wanted to do an hour to get a video, but I could stay longer, you know what I mean, depending on what it's like in here, you know, but we got a steady 17 people, so thank you, guys. 18 people, we starting to jump up there, you know, and it feel good talking to the people like that, just to see my channel back operational. Like, look, how y'all been doing, what y'all been up to. Life has changed. Like, look, what's good to eat? Like, I'm telling you, like, that's a good topic right there. Like, what do you eat anymore? You know what I mean? It seems like we done ran out of stuff to eat, right? Like, ain't nothing even delicious anymore. So, it's kind of figuring that out, you know. What else? What y'all watching on TV? You know, what y'all doing? Y'all got a favorite content creator out here? Y'all hanging out with the people? What y'all doing? Y'all still putting content up? Y'all still having them premieres? I ain't had a premiere in a long time. And it feel good, you know, to just get out here. Like, y'all don't even know how long I've been wanting to start the live, but I just mentally just wasn't in shape for it. You know, I wasn't ready, you know, and it's a gift, you know, to just be able to have the gift of gab to be able to talk. You know what I mean? Like I ain't had nothing to say. You know, so to be able to get words together, just to finally speak, you know, it feel good. So, you know, me continue to do my live streams. Listen, I'm waiting on McDonald's breakfast to get here, McGriddle and hash browns. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really ain't no McDonald's type of person, but if I was to have to get something from McDonald's during breakfast, I think I could rock with the McGriddle myself. I just want to say that. but I ain't really into that. 18 people. But look, you definitely have a gift to gab. Mr. Fisher, I thought you was going. I thought Bird was going too. Man, thank y'all. Y'all made me feel comfortable on my live stream. You know, just we some Tribulation Kids. You know what I mean? That's all I could say. You know, it's all of us. It ain't just me. You know, I'm hoping to just, you know, continue to keep y'all attention. You know what I mean? And you know me now, so if you don't have nothing else to watch, go back and watch some of my old stuff. You know what I mean? And just see how I got started. You might hear something. You might like something. It might make you smile. You might say he's so stupid. He's so silly. You know what I mean? Like he was doing too much, but there's something in there for somebody. Only Jesus, the living water, can satisfy the thirst. Can satisfy the thirst of the soul. Come on, man, you preaching. That's good. That's good word right there. That's good. Look, that's the truth. That's the truth, boy. You look, Paul. Man, I need to make sure I get him a mod. We need you to come back. We need you to drop the scripture though, the whole scripture. Yeah. Let's see. What up, Mr. Fisher Tom? Y'all got 16 people up in here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to come out here and start doing this, you know, because I'm trying to get 100, trying to get 300, 1,000. I was listening to my old stream and the dude said he was listening to somebody that has 6,000 people in the live stream. And he's somebody that's been out here for a long time. And I was talking about Hassan Campbell, because I actually was talking about the dirty side of YouTube. Like, y'all don't even know about the dirty side of YouTube. You know, it's actually some history there on YouTube that you could actually go find out about the dirty side of his YouTube. It was a big YouTube out there, a big YouTuber out there, and he was at war with another dude, and that's how it came about, you know what I mean? But they were saying he was on the dirty side of YouTube. So at the time, I took it and put it in the title as The Dirty Side of YouTube. And I started creating from it, just thinking. But see, I was trying to think of a social media outlet. I wasn't thinking about real life. Like when you get out here, this has nothing to do with your real life. You know what I mean? This is art. This is a creation. This is something that you putting together, you know what I mean, creating it on the spot, whatever. So I'll just be talking. But it's pretty dope, you know what I mean, how it turned out, you know what I mean, that YouTube city, you know what I mean, like people really talk about the YouTube streets, you know what I mean, but there's history to how these streets was created, and yeah, I love these streets. You see, I'm back in the States, I ain't gonna, you say that every time I see you say that every time I see you, but you see, you know what I mean, like, you're gonna see some people coming by that they gonna remember you. Man, I don't know why you just don't come up in here as you know what I mean? Like, you still staying under the radar. Like, that's your way? That's my dude, man. I got love for you, AB, straight up. You know, for sure. It's like, oh, snap, I'm back in the States. Nah, but Bird's still international, though. I can honestly tell you that. Like, Bird, they love you outside the country. I ain't gonna lie. And if I was to go outside the country, I wouldn't mind being with Bird, you know what I mean? Because Bird knows some people. He knows his way around. Like, Bird can adapt. He's a chameleon. He can adapt to anything. I got some peoples out here. I'm telling you, boy, we got 13 people in the house. People coming in and out. But see, that's the way it is with the Lashing. Like, they don't just stay here sometimes. They'll go somewhere else and support somebody. Then they come back. You know what I mean? Like, see, on Facebook, I'll be able to see y'all when y'all leave and come back. You know what I mean? But on here, you know what I mean? You just see the number jump up and down. But just to get you guys on the episode, you know, I'm gonna try to change my. I want to change titles and do stuff like old stuff, but it's like I want it to be still authentic. Like that's what I named it then, and that's what I was doing. Like that's the type of art I was in. You know what I mean? Like I want to keep it there, but man, after I watch this video, I will be going back to watch, you know, some of the old stuff to put up new stuff, new old stuff. Oh, you say, let's see. I'll be in the slums looking like a warlord. Man, since I met you, you've been talking about the slums. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's why it's funny to me, cause I know you ain't playing. You know what I mean? Like Bird really be out there. Like you talk about somebody out in the trenches, or just out there. You know what I mean? Like Bird look like the type walk around barefooted with a machete. I'm telling you, Bird. Let's see, you gotta learn, adapt, overcome mentally, Bird. Like you got my respect. Yeah, well, see, both of y'all been out there outside the country, and both of y'all went on a whammy. You know what I mean? Like, it both both of y'all had a chance to actually go and live what you seeing. You know what I mean? And that's that life I was talking about, like creating a whole nother life outside of reality. And y'all are artists for that. You know what I'm saying? That you actually got a chance to go live in that world that you created, you know what I mean? And see it for yourself. Like, y'all got a lot of support, and then y'all support people from all over. Look, I'm gonna post a machete short trip. I told you, make sure you barefoot. Let's see, Bird moved to the Philippines. Bird was out there in Asia. Bird been to Thailand or Taiwan. He been to the Philippines. Look, Bird, did you go to Hong Kong? Like, look, you should have went to Hong Kong. I got a whole bunch of friends out there. Sure enough, you'd have had a good time there. Uh, hey, look, AB, this is dude I'll be watching sometime on YouTube. His name is like Trey Batty or something like that, like Trey Batties. You know what I mean? Like he lived out the country in these other. I think he lived in Thailand or Taiwan. I don't know, but he got his own little spot. But him and his girl be having like other friends and stuff over, and they be streaming, like they do long streams, and you know what I mean. It's for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty cool, like the little games and stuff. But anyway, his name like Troy Batty or something like that. I ain't never said nothing in the chat. I just be peeking in every now and then. You know, I just kind of remember his name. Look, Bird might like that. Look. I was at the airport only in Hong Kong. I got the Hong Kong money on the kitchen table. Man, you go to Hong Kong, it's people like Nicole, Isa, um, there's a bunch of them, man. And a Libra out there. Let's see, our whole squad. You know what I mean? Maria, like all of them out there. Let's see. I'm back in America now, but hopefully I'll be back in the winter. Man, it seemed like it was a tough flight. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to see you back safe, man. And I only wanted to just drop this quick video. I only wanted to do an hour, but I feel like I'm kind of skating over to do a little more than an hour. But I think, you know, I got to get up out of here so I can do another video eventually. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it, you know. So I'm trying to hang on before I leave, because there's 12 people up in here. You know, Hong Kong's expensive. I bet. See, now I'm thinking like y'all to change my whole plan. Like it's starting to get like fun to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to leave it, but you know I need to go ahead and stick with my schedule and with my plan. You know, and I feel like if I could just do an hour, I could get people to view. It's good to see you guys. You know, welcome to the live stream. Welcome back. You know, thank you for welcoming me back. You know, and I'm gonna try to do more content. You know what I mean? But I just want to put out the PSA. You know, check out my old videos that I put up. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna continue to start putting them up. You know, so that maybe you can find yourself in the content. You know, or maybe we have a memory out there that we could just remind ourselves. Because some of the stuff I done been putting up, I forgot about it, to be honest with you. I don't remember a lot of it. But I'm glad I said it because, like, sometimes I tell stories and stuff like that, and it's like I don't really think about those stories no more. You know what I mean? That if I hear the video, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, it makes sense because I remember that. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the only time I usually start talking about stuff is like when I'm in the middle of talking. It'll come to me, like, boom. I remember such and such, boom, boom, boom. So uh, I'm at the Christmas. I'm at the Christmas video right now. When I first tried StreamYards, and I was talking about that duck up in that corner, Denisha. Hello, everyone. I'm new here. Okay, well, welcome to the live stream, Denisha. You know, I would give you a mod right now, but right now we out of commission. We kind of in the renovation and construction stage of the channel. So um, if you get to know somebody, you know what I mean, they get to know you, and you know we'll look out for you next time when you come through to get the mod, you know, so that you can share your content if you are a content creator. Now everybody that come here is not gonna be a content creator, but welcome to the live stream. I'm Denell, aka Trib, you know, so. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here in a minute. So I hope you guys, you know, have an amazing day, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for checking in. I had to knock me a dude out in Colorado, AB. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. Did you catch a charge? Oh, man. Did you get out of there, Bird? Like, what happened, man? Let me know before I go. Hold on, what happened, man? Bird is a character, man. I'm telling you, it's cool to have his support because Bird don't really rock with everybody. You know what I mean? AB don't neither. Like neither one of them really rock with everybody. You know what I mean? And they allow you to share your content and stuff like that. She said, "I am a content creator." Okay, bet. Let me see if I could do it. I could. All right, boom. I just gave you the mod. Now you can share your content up in here, invite people over to your channel, and show people what you got. Man, look, let's see. Some dude at the hotel stole my money. Ah, ah, mm-mm. So you went in. How you get your money though, man? You had your money just laying around. You know what I mean? Like you didn't just keep it on you. Like they gotta come get it. They ain't gonna just get it off the table. So I filmed him and knocked the phone out of my hand. Oh man. Uh-huh. You was filming him? Take your money? Then I knocked him out. I got it all on film though. Oh, well shucks. Can we see that film? You got it on tape? Like, we might need to see that. Like, you want to share it in the chat? Like, let me know. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It's starting to get hot out here, and like I said, I only wanted to do an hour. See, it was a worker that took my money and wouldn't give me a bro. It was a drug deal gone wrong. William, you a nut. Yeah. I got it. All right, well, bet, man. As long as you took care of that, you know what I mean, you got your money back, or you took it out of his hind pots. You know, we wanna salute you just for going out there handling your business, standing on business. You know what I mean, and letting them know you cannot take that man money. Let's see, look like a fire. Look like I fired on his homeboy. Oh, his homeboy got something too. See, Bird boy. Do you know what bird is? Bird is an animal, you know what I mean? And you best believe, like, his homeboy gonna get it as well. Like, he from the slums. That's how Bird get down, just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I know how he is. Like, I'm telling you, sometimes I used to have to tell him, like, Bird, come on, man. Let's just let it go, you know what I mean? Come on, Bird. Nah, Janelle. Nah. Yo, when he feel the way he feel, let him go. You know, that's just the way Bird is. It all happened so fast, and it was a lot of them. Plus, they had weapons. And you had a chance to film this? You was it live or was you doing a short? It ain't funny. It ain't funny. I play too much. You know what I mean? But we gotta have something to talk about. Like what? You filmed it? It was a lot of them. Oh man, did you post it? Sure, you should have posted it, man. look, damn. I'm telling you, man, that jump right there sound like part of a movie. Like Bird seemed like a stunt devil, stunt double. I can't even say it. Let me slow down. John Wick, he said a stunt double. I keep saying double, double, stunt double. You see how many times I gotta do a take on that? That's the thing about live streaming, man. You gotta be able to talk clear, you know, get your words out. Like, if I could edit, like, I'd have had to edit that, you know, but you don't edit no live stream, you know what I mean? Keep it live. That's the way I do it, right? Listen here. I didn't want to post it, man. Shucks, I'd have posted that junk, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's a good video. Especially when you telling your homeboys, you could tell them, yeah, man, come to my channel, check it out. Let's see, what you doing today, Trips? Well, I got a couple moves I gotta make, man. Tomorrow, my dad's 85th birthday, you know what I mean? And I can say it on my channel because he don't watch my channel, but we gonna do a surprise party for him. You know, I got some family out here. You know, one of my cousins is in town, you know, and my cousin is like my dad's son, you know what I mean? Like, he treat him like a son, so it's good to see, you know, just him, you know, just happy. Like, my pop's been happy, you know, and we're gonna do a little surprise party or whatever. So I'm just getting some things planned together. I won't be live streaming it though, you know what I mean? Like, I might do a video or something like that, you know, with family or some. Cause my sister been really wanting to get on the live stream. Like, on Facebook, she been trying to hit me up to get on the live stream so much, and I'm like, she don't even live stream. But I ain't know if I want to give her a dose of what it feel like, because this, she might get out here like me, you know what I mean? Like, but you know, so I'm just kind of planning with the family and everything, you know, and I might do a video, but if I do a video, it'll be on Facebook, you know, so I've been kind of getting my little, now I don't have a channel over there, it's my page, I guess, just getting my page kind of popping a little bit so I can get some of my friends from on Facebook to come up over here and meet some of y'all, you know what I mean, because I got some amazing friends just in life that I met, you know, so I've been trying to push myself to just think of different ideas, concepts, schemes, you know, plotting, just to kind of get back on social media and trying to get some things in order and stuff. There's some stuff I need to buy, you know, some stuff I need to invest in order to get my production going the way I want to. You know, some cleaning I gotta do, some storage stuff I gotta do. Just some politicking, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta meet some people. I gotta you know, talk about some things. And it's a lot of stuff I gotta do. But today I'm just kind of chilling. You know what I mean? I ain't really got a whole bunch to do. You know, like, I'm gonna get it out the way while it's early, just because I'm already on the go. But I wanted to just, you know, stop aside, you know what I mean? Just throw together a live stream. Yeah, you know, I'm at a park, you know, but it's nice outside, you know, it's peaceful, you know what I mean? It's nature, you know, and it's just a lot of room for me to think, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't closed off into no walls. And that's one thing for me. Like, I I don't need to be in small areas right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be able to think. You know what I mean? And just see new things. So I'm trying to get into my creative state of mind. You know, I want to be a creative genius. You know, and there's certain things I'll be thinking, but I've been running my videos back. So actually, I'll probably just be watching my videos, my old videos, watching my playlists. I'm starting to post the playlist in my community. If anybody wants to, you know, just if you just get bored with not really having nothing to do, nothing to watch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna put out stuff at a time, you know what I mean? That during this time, like, it'd be cool to just watch this for me. You know what I mean? Then I'll put something else out probably next month. you know, or however way I do it, you know, but slowly, you know, getting back out here, like not really pushing myself so, you know, hard that I just felt overwhelmed and stuff, you know, because the stuff I'm doing behind the scenes as well, you know, and just getting back on tack. So I'm starting to do stuff, but today I'm a little busy, and then tomorrow, that's my dad's birthday, I'll be a little busy, and then Monday, to start the work week, I don't know how it's gonna be, but I'll try to do something with the channel so that people will be able to watch something new. Watching something old is something new for me now, you know what I'm saying? Because I've already done the videos. I did a lot, you know what I mean? But there's some encouraging stuff up in there, or, you know, some silly stuff, you know, some stuff that just kind of, you know, I've been looking for, like, people, you know what I mean? Like, eventually I'm gonna find people that I know, and I'm gonna be looking and picking through the content, you know what I mean? And I got so much of it that I already got the work done, you know what I mean? So now it's just me going back, packaging stuff, titling stuff, you know what I mean, doing office work, and, you know what I mean, trying to get the channel to look worth something, that when I start doing my live streams, have my studio set up, you know what I'm saying, how my, you know, my gear set up, you know what I mean, like, you know, wear some type of tribulation, something, you know what I mean, like, that's gonna be what I'm doing, you know. I could have been flossing and trying to show it off, but, you know, it's just certain stuff that I'm gonna show you is stuff that I already worked on. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing videos, you know, coming into this year, you know, actually started last year. And I just was just kind of, you know, doing like a how-to of certain things that I was actually doing at the time with just making clothes, you know what I'm saying, trying to start a brand. I wasn't gonna say nothing, I was just like, yeah, trying to start a brand, you know, the Tribulation brand. I started working on the stuff in my store, you know what I mean? I just haven't started it, like, to give you a date to say this is when it's gonna open. People can go up in the store, you can buy this, you can buy that. You know, I'll be wearing stuff on my streams and stuff. So it's like, you know, I actually invested in some equipment, you know what I mean, to just start wearing my own stuff on my streams. I wanted to go more into investing in what I was doing there, but just getting an online store, you know, and some of the stuff that I'll be wearing would be in the store, you know, and I was just trying to be creative, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to give out, you know, what I'm doing, but it's some stuff, you know what I mean? I actually started, you know, and I felt like if I wasn't gonna do videos, then it's like, why am I doing this? Like, I have to do the videos in order to do this. Not to sell nothing, but I'm gonna give people the package that I wanted to give people, you know what I'm saying? And having a great production. So I'm really looking for people that want to get involved, get interested, you know, hit me up, you know, and you got talent, art, you know, because I came across a lot of different artists out here, you know, even with videographers and stuff like that, producers that can cut up certain stuff that they hear. Like, I'm hearing my old ideas just from watching my old videos and trying to put those things into perspective and trying to just follow the vision of where I started. You know what I mean? Getting back onto that, you know, and I had a message, you know what I mean, when I first came out here, you know, and I didn't have nobody to talk to. I was sitting in the live stream by myself, just sitting up there entertaining me, you know, and that's been no problem for me to do, just to entertain myself. So with 8 people in the house, man, I appreciate everybody that just stopped by, man. It's been a blessing. Like, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna watch this back and wanna do another live stream. So I'm gonna try to do something that is interesting, you know what I mean, or entertaining, you know what I mean, on the next one. If not, I'll just come do another one, just sit right here, you know, and do one. But it was cool to do it early in the morning because this is the time that people used to see me. So anyway, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate the hammer in the chat. I see that 100 hammer and the fire in the chat, man. Remember, man, throw that hammer for now. I rock with you too. Peace.